Alright guys, so here's how to use this NichromeWire calculator. The first thing I do, go to the web page. I'll provide a link to that. I click on the volts here and I'm going to put in 12 volts. Let me see here. There we go. I had to click off it. 12 volts. We want to know temperature. So that's what I've got selected there, temperature. So I input the volts. The gauge of wire that we're using is 32 gauge wire. And the length of that wire, let's just do what I said my sample was there, 6. So you can see as I drag these sliders, that's the temperature that the nichrome wire reaches. Now obviously if I put more volts at it, I'll get it to melt up here. So you can see if you play around with the slider. But typically, let's see, I set it for 12 volts. Gauge of wire 32, and I think our last spaceport was around 8 inches, but maybe I'm wrong. But anyway, you can see that gives you 1,260 degrees Fahrenheit, 682 degrees Celsius, which is plenty warm enough to melt that string and release the harness. Alright guys, so here it is. Here's the setup for how to release, or how we've done our release for the RvJet from the harness. So anyway, here you have your Dragon Link. I just got temporary power supply from 5-volt power supply there going in. I've just got a servo going off on the number 4 channel. Number 5 channel I've got connected to my gear switch on my DX9, and my gear switch is rigged to the bind button I. Okay, off here, the number 5 channel is going out to one of these optical electronic ignition kill switches. So receiver information comes in here. We got a little light, and then I've got a separate 12 volt power supply, and then you'll see I got 32 gauge nichrome wire. I didn't really measure it out here, but it's probably about 6 inches worth. So here is what happens when I press the I button on my controller. So I'm going to press the I button, and obviously you can see there it gets glowing red hot. So that's the concept. Here's the RvJet. That would obviously be tethered to our balloon. 4-point harness system. And if we come take a look underneath here, you'll see where all 4 attach points come down and meet underneath here. And if you look, there's one common string there that all 4 are attached to, just looped around. Then you'll notice the nichrome wire being wrapped around that string. So the concept is when you hit the switch, you send that current through there, it melts the string. These are installed on here. These are glued in with Gorilla Glue, but they're free. It just keeps the ball from moving. But the idea there is to keep the RvJet from sliding up and down in the harness as it climbs. Anyway, that's all I got, guys. Hope that helps.